Anxiety. I think all of us have had more than our fair share over the last 2 years. This floor-based Yin restorative flow is ooey-gooey. You can do it right in bed. It's soft, gentle, and designed to make you feel like you're giving yourself a giant hug of comfort. So let's no further ado, let's begin. Okay, beautiful yogi. Let's begin your anti-anxiety restorative flow in Supta Baddha Konasana. So go ahead and lie down on your back. You can do this routine on your mat or in bed. And just take a few minutes to draw your awareness only to your breath. Inhaling smoothly for a 4 count. And as you exhale, elongate those exhales, starting to make them twice as long as your inhales. We're going to go right to our 2-to-1 breathing with this flow. What 2-to-1 breathing does is it activates your parasympathetic nervous system, the part of your nervous system that tells your body it's time to rest, relax, and unwind. Something we all need these days. So inhale, 2, 3, 4, a baby pause, and exhaling 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Continue with your 2-to-1 breathing. And as you do so, focus on where you are at the present moment. If you're doing this workout with me, for the moment, you are safe. You are protected. You are loved. So take comfort in these feelings, in knowing that you're secure where you are. Just focus on your breath, turning your attention into your body. Pay attention to how your body feels and how that affects your mood. Talk about that a little bit today. But for now, just give me 3 more deep breaths here as you get into yourself. As you make your final exhalation, open your eyes, extend your arms overhead, extend your feet long, and just give a nice long stretch like you're just waking up. Even if you just laid down in bed, stretch from your fingers to toes, trying to get an inch taller. And then bring those knees into your chest. You can feel free to close your eyes or open them anytime you like in this practice, and just start to rock and roll in that lower back. Give it a little massage, nice and easy and slow. If you have any pain in that area, pay attention to it, nurture it. Try to breathe love and light into that area as you give yourself a loving lower back massage. Give me 2 more like this, yogi. And come on up to sit. Turn around into your easy Sukhasana seated position. Rest your hands on your knees. Your spine is nice and tall. And let's just start rotating that torso around like you're stirring a big pot of soup. Just getting a little liquid motion going through those muscles so it's easier for us to stretch them more deeply. Close your eyes. Feel your body moving through space. That's your proprioception, your sense of where your body is in space, without the visual element. But if it's more comfortable to open your eyes, you can do that too. Let's take this the other way. Pay attention to any areas of your body that might feel stiff or tight. Direct your attention and your breath to them to help them open up. 2 more little rotations here. And last one. Let's work on that neck a little bit. So sit nice and tall. If you're like me and you have some low back problems, you might want to come into a kneeling position or even a hero's pose if that's comfortable for you to sit with your feet out. I find that helps my lower back stay in a more natural curve, but please feel free to stay in an easy Sukhasana seated position as well. Whichever works for you. This is your time to relieve stress. So go ahead and just let that chin fall down to your chest. And with infinite gentleness, take that left ear towards the left shoulder. And then roll back down to center. Take that right ear toward the right shoulder. And just keep that half circle going with your breath. Inhaling and exhaling as you release any neck tension you might be feeling from working on the computer all day, or many of us tend to manifest stress in our upper back and shoulders. So if that's where your anxiety is showing up, take some time to stretch it out. And let's take this over down through center to the left to hold. Extend your right arm out. You should feel a great stretch along your upper trapezius muscle inside of your neck. Just hold. If you wanted a little extra press, no more than 1 or 2 fingertips, please. I prefer it even if you just use the weight of your head, so that there's no jerking or jarring. Just breathing into that stretch, letting that weight fall off your shoulders. And roll back down through center. Let's get that on the other side. So right ear to right shoulder, left arm out. And feel that great opening right there. Breathe and just be. You don't have to do anything else right now, but gently move and heal your body. And come back down through center. Let's roll this over on all fours to warm up our spine. And instead of starting with our cat-cows, we're just going to kind of rotate ourselves around. Move your torso around here. It doesn't have to look like anything special. You're just moving those muscles around, getting some blood flowing to all parts of your body. Kind of like you're stirring that big pot of soup again. And this is just to gently, like I said, stimulate your blood flow, get that synovial fluid going. So when you hold those deeper stretches, it's more comfortable and you can really get into those connective tissues. And let's take this the other way. Just moving your torso around, however feels good. Nothing about this workout should hurt. It should feel like a comforting hug. And let's bring it to center, and now we'll do some cat-cows for that lower spine. So inhale as you sink into cat. Exhale as you round up into cow. Move with your breath, inhaling and exhaling as you round out that spine. Inhale and exhale. We're just going to take one more of these. One more inhale. And exhale. Hold at the top here like a scared Halloween kitty. Really fan open the muscles of your back. Draw your awareness to your spine. Feel all those tiny erector spinae muscles that line your vertebrae opening up. And then release down to a flat spine. And let's come to sit. And let's begin our practice with a seated forward fold, warming up that lower body. If you would like to use a towel or a block or a strap here for assistance, be my guest. I'm going to do this entire workout without props to show you how you can do it without that too, but feel free to add on if you'd like. Inhale as you lift yourself up, look at that ceiling, elongate that spine, and as you come forward, you're not even going to hook the feet. You're just going to come down and collapse, finding that edge of tension. If it does help you to hold on and pull just a little bit, be my guest. But what I'd like you to do if you do that is just go to that very point where you feel the resistance begin, and then breathe into it. Inhaling and exhaling. You can do your 2-to-1 breathing throughout. You can sway gently side to side. You can close your eyes. In this practice, in the Yin Style practice, we hold each pose anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes. So take your time to get cozy in these poses. Breathe and let your body open up. You might find that the pose changes and gets deeper over time, and that's good. That's your connective tissues opening up. But you don't want to force. Move like water, nurturing your body. Focusing on that 2-to-1 breathing to help you relax. And trying as best as you can to clear your mind. A lot of time, anxiety comes from racing thoughts. You live inside your head, and especially if you've had any kind of trauma, your brain might automatically turn to thoughts of the worst that could happen. And having been through some things myself, I can't tell you, honestly, don't think about that. I can't do the fake positivity. I can't say the worst can never happen, but I can say it is equally as possible, if not more so, that the outcome will be better than you think. And the way you can influence that the best you can is by taking the time to clear your mind and let your wise subconscious come up with the answers that you seek, instead of trying to push or force your way into a solution to what's ever bothering you today. Just focus on your breath for now. You have nowhere else you need to be. Nothing else you need to do. There's nothing more important right now than taking this time for you. And come on up out of this with an inhale. We're going to counter stretch fairly quickly. Bring your feet in. We're going to go into a reverse tabletop. So just lift yourself up. Let your head fall back so you're looking at your ceiling, but not all the way. Take a nice deep breath here. And as you exhale, let yourself sink back down. We're going to go into Janu next. So you're going to take your left foot, place it against your right thigh. You're going to lift super straight and tall. You're going to turn towards that extended leg. And you're going to drape once again. And just hold here for several breaths. I do believe we can retrain our brains from trauma. It's one of the reasons I do what I do. True healing takes time and care. And if you don't have a big support system right now, maybe you're feeling like nobody cares. But you can care for yourself, and we care for you. So know that you matter, you are important, you are loved. If you have a pillow here, Yogi, let me show you a little trick you can use it anytime. If that feels good for you. If you're like me and your knees are a little bony, and your chin gets in the way, this might be comfortable. So take that option if you like. Give me 1 or 2 more breaths here, please, Yogi. And your next inhale walks you up out. We're going to go right into a Untitled Twist. So, take this right leg, bring it across. Cross it over your left. Sit nice and tall where you are. That right arm forms a second spine. Left arm lifts up tall. Wrap around that leg and just twist and look behind you. Hold and breathe. So as you get into yourself and hold and breathe these healing stretches, it may help you to recite some affirmation. You might say things to yourself like, I am enough. I am strong enough to handle whatever problems I'm facing. I have confidence in my ability to create the life of my dream. And let's come out of this one. We're going to turn this direction. So turn it around into a low lunge, almost like a little Anjaneyasana here. You're just going to come forward, lean into a nice stretch for the thigh. You have options. If you want to bring your hands down to the ground, this might give you some more stability, especially if you're doing this in bed. If you're feeling a little more flexible and you want to reach back, you can take that back foot, or you can just hold it like this, whichever option works for you. Give me several slow, deep breaths here, yogi. One or two more breaths here, yogi. And release that back leg if you are holding it. We're going to gently, gently, gently shift your weight back into a runner's lunge. Take a second to find that spot. Get comfy and just breathe. Still maintaining that 2 to 1 breath. Still breathing love and light into any sore areas. Still reminding yourself that you are worth it. You deserve this time to heal. You deserve this time to relax. All you need to think about is your next breath. And let's come into an all fours position. Before we get all this on the other side, we're going to transfer down to a little Yin Style Sphinx. So come on down to your elbows and just hold here, letting that lower back relax. And here's another spot, yogi. If you want to take a pillow, if you want to hug it to your belly, go ahead and be my guest. If you want to give it a big old hug, if you have a big pillow you want to squeeze, I don't want to bump my microphone, but feel free. Oh my goodness. Make this work for you. One or two more breaths here, yogi. Excellent work. Come up to all fours. Push yourself up to all fours. Let's just do 1 or 2 quick cat-cows as we transition to the other side. One more. Inhale into cat. Exhale, round into cow. And let's get that on the other side. So come into Janu on the other side. Your right leg now against your left thigh. Lift yourself up so straight and tall. Pivot that body over that leg. And then just collapse. Again, if you have a strap or a towel, if you can reach, if you want to hook, you can, but really I just kind of want you to collapse into that edge of resistance and breathe love and light into those tissues while you continue to reassure yourself that you are enough and you are okay and you will be okay. Smile and focus on your 2 to 1 breath. 2 more breaths here, Yogi. Wiggle around, sway. And gently bring yourself up out of this. Cross that left leg under the right now. Your left arm forms your second spine, so your back is super tall. Lift up that right arm, wrap that leg, twist and look behind and breathe. One or two more breaths, please, Yogi. And gently untangle yourself. Turn it around. Come into that little low lunge on the other side. If it feels good to bring yourself up, you can, but if not, just keep it down here. If it feels good to lift that back foot, you can. Otherwise, just keep it right here. Pick the option that works for you. Hold and breathe. One or two more breaths here, Yogi. Take it down. Gently, gently, gently press it back to your runner's lunge. And again, hold. Focus on your 2 to 1 breathing. Sending love and light and healing to your muscles. Sending positive affirmations to your heart. Yes, things can work out for the best. And you are strong enough and smart enough to influence things in that direction and make them happen. But for now, your only job is to heal your body and mind and focus on that breath. One or two more breaths here, Yogi. And just like we did last time, bring that around. We're going to go back into that Yin Style Sphinx. If you want to stay here, please be my guest. If you want to kick it up a notch and go into Seal by extending the arms, go ahead and do that too. And just hold and breathe. Sway gently, but be so gentle with your low back and spine. Just one more breath, Yogi. You can smile. Walk yourself up to all fours. Spread your knees a little wide. Come into a child's pose just for a breath or two. Right away, come back to all fours. We're going to get a shoulder and outer thigh stretch. So take this right arm, thread the needle. At the same time, you're going to extend the opposite leg, let your head come to the ground or the mattress. Extend that other arm. Hold and breathe. One or two more breaths, beautiful yogi. Walk yourself up out of this. We're just going to turn this right around to the other side. Real easy, just so you can see here. This time your left arm comes under, thread the needle. Right leg goes out. Right arm stretches overhead. Hold and breathe. One or two more breaths, please. Walk yourself up out of this one. We're going to turn this around on your back. So go ahead and take a seated position on your mat or your mattress. Roll yourself down nice and slowly all the way down to the mat. Bring your heels in. We're going to go into some nice dynamic bridges and then we'll hold 3 dynamic bridges. So touch your heels with your fingertips and inhale as you lift those hips up. Exhale as you sink slowly back to the mat. Inhale as you lift up. Slowly, slowly exhaling, keeping that 2 to 1 breathing as you come down. One more. And this time hold it up there. Bring your arms underneath you. And let's just hold here and bridge for several breaths. This posture works your glutes, but it also really opens up through your hip flexors, your front of your thighs right here, that muscle that goes up there. Just give me one more breath here, please. And as you exhale, slowly come down. Let's take that right leg, cross it over your left, bring it back. And you have options here, yogi. You can use the strength of your legs to press your leg into that supine pigeon. You can reach underneath and pull back. You can even hold here if you like. Whichever option feels comfortable to your body. Take several breaths here as you release through those hips. Another place where we tend to store a lot of tension in our body is in our hips. So don't feel embarrassed or bad if emotions come up. It does to me too. I've cried on camera before and I know I will again, so it's okay. It's okay to have your emotions. You should put names to how you feel. The trick is recognizing when you're having those emotions and choosing positive interventions to get you back to feeling better so that you can make the best choices to live the healthiest, happiest life possible. So feel your emotions. They won't hurt you. Your feelings alone cannot hurt you. Feel them, and then decide on a healthy way to deal with them. Give me one more breath here, yogi. Let's release that down. Let's cross that leg all the way over like we're sitting in an office chair. Open your arms to a T. Let those legs drop towards the top knee. Your eyes go the opposite direction, gazing the other way, unless you have them closed to help you maintain that beautiful focus on your breath. One or two more breaths. Last one. Bring yourself slowly back to center. Uncross those legs, and let's just get that on the other side. So left leg crosses over right. Remember, you can use the strength of your legs here to just come back. You can reach under or even on top, whichever is most comfy for you. And just hold and breathe. Think of something positive to focus on to help ease your anxiety even more. Sometimes helps to reflect on something that you're grateful for, especially if you're going through a tough time and it feels like there's nothing good to look forward to. There's always something you can find for which to be grateful, including taking the time to engage in this practice. One or two more breaths, please. And slowly take this down. Cross that leg over like you're sitting in an office chair. Open those arms wide. Let those knees fall to the side for a supine twist. And if this is a little bit too deep with the legs crossed, uncross them. You can just be right here. That's totally fine too. I know one of the things I'm going through, and if you watch some other shows, you know, losing this studio in the not too distant future, and I'm still trying to work out living arrangements and what I'm going to do, and had a few disappointments already, but you know what? It'll work out. Taking this time on the mat helps me to focus my energies more clearly so that I can make better choices with the circumstances I have. That's all any of us can do, is make the best we can with the circumstances we have. And taking this time is such an important way to do that. And I'm so thankful for all of you for supporting us. If you haven't joined our family yet, please hit that bell, subscribe to our channel. We have oodles of good new content coming all the time, and our mission is going to continue come hell or high water. I tell you, I will find a way to be here in Sedona, and we will keep only in Sedona going. So join our family, share your healing tips in the comments, and tune in to all our great content. We have a lot to come. And when you're done your next exhale, just gently untangle yourself and bring those knees into your chest. Give yourself such a big hug of love and appreciation as you rock out side to side on that lower spine a bit. Just letting it relax. Take a deep breath, inhale here. And with a smile and a sigh, exhale into your final resting pose, Shavasana. I want to invite you to take the next 5 minutes, yogi, to simply relax. Focus on your 2-to-1 breathing. Maybe tune into one of our meditations if that strikes your fancy and you need a little guidance. Thank you for sharing this time, for easing your anxiety. Have a beautiful day or night. Namaste.